Good morning, sir. Welcome to PSN. I'm Ashani, she is Priyanka, and we're glad that you took out the time for being here with us. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
So, for all those who don't know, Mr. Akshay Goyal is the founder and executive chef at AG's Food Garage. So, sir, tell us when and how did you come up with the idea of starting something on your own?
See, the idea was like very old. I would say that's a little decades old dream. When I was like 8, 9 years old kid, then only I thought of doing something and making my name in the culinary. But the journey was very long. And 5 years back as well, I opened a venture, but it does not succeed. But the learning was very, very good. So the last year, I was one of the victims of what happened in the international market of the because of the corona. So thought of giving a try from home. So started off in the month of July. Was honestly was not expecting the response what I got. I was expecting okay, I will get so response and it's okay. Let's rather just sitting idle, I'll do something. But the response which I got from the foodies was humongous, and from that day onwards, the journey started. Yeah.
Wonderful, sir. So, tell us about your educational and professional background.
Yeah. So I've done my graduation in hotel management from IHM Hyderabad, one of the best institutes when it's come to the, especially if you want to make your name in the culinary. Then worked in Oberoi Villas for around 18 months. During my college days, I have worked with, as a part-time, I worked with some top-notch restaurants in Hyderabad, and went on some food excursion as well to learn more and more basics, the roots of our cuisine. And so I left the hotel industry, did my MBA. Then for almost 6 years, I was into the experiential marketing.
So, like, we would like to know how did you manage to get funding for your venture, and what challenges did you face while gathering all the resources that you would be needing?
Sure. So initially it was a self-funded thing, and I would say it was like a whatever was present at the home utensils or some, just use that and kicked off slowly and slowly use my own funds to procure. And as you said, by resourcing, yes, during the Corona thing, resourcing was a very big challenge because everyone was scared to go into the market where you get the correct resources at a correct rate. So it was a challenge, but yes, slowly, when even the corona people got more aware, they were using precautions. Finally, started out in those markets and did my research. And with time, research was good, and I was able to find correct resources.
Right, so I'm sure it must have been very difficult. So,
Yeah.
how many people are working with you, and how do you manage your team?
So currently there are two people working under me. So managing them, yeah, is a big task because obviously they don't come from a professional background the way I come. So yeah, we have to be very lenient with them, patient with them. We have to give them regular training to make sure that what standard we want to serve. So slowly and steadily they match it. They even we have to train. I have to train them in such a manner that they become professional day by day.
So, sir, as you've said that like you have got a huge response. So, how do you plan to expand your startup in the future?
Yeah, so I'm in a discussion with some investors, planning a food venture with them. Can't discuss much about it right now. So yeah, because of the taste and the response what I got in 6 months, so basis that data, I went to them, approached them, and looking very positive to get funded and. Maybe like our vision is to open more than 100 QSR outlets pan India. So working on that project right now.
And so you must be very, busy maintaining your restaurant and everything. So what's the way of maintaining your family and work-life balance?
See, this is a very Nice question and a tricky question because even the family pokes us that you belong first. You were in hotels, then you were in events. You're not able to give us time. Yeah, but slowly realize that the giving time to the family is more important. Is also important. So yeah, so I made a habit that when I'm at a workplace, I make sure that okay, the if there are not any crisis going at home, just home be at one side. And so I started this practice very early in my stay that when I am at home, no official work at home. Even if the clients are calling, just don't pick up the phone. So give if you are on off, just give your time. But yeah, when the responsibility increased, we got promoted. Even that thing got changed. Even if the clients or customers are calling on an off days, you have to respond.
So, tell us about that one person who has helped you the most in becoming what you have like become today.
See, I would not say there is one person. There are multiple people behind it. Right from my parents when I was 8 9 years old kid, when I showed my interest in cooking, they taught me how to handle knife, what are the ingredients. Especially still play. I am pretty much sure that still plenty of Indians doesn't know कि ये कौन सी dal hai. If I give them three yellow dal, they will not able to identify. So they helped me identifying it. They helped me from I guess I was 11 years old. They taught me how to buy vegetables in the market where there are hundred of people selling one item, how to purchase from the grocery stores, what is the correct rate. Then, of course, the teachers, especially in my school, my college, my hotel management college, and my friends who motivated me at each and every step and whatever decision I was taking it. And yeah, when I opened my venture, the one person helped me a lot was my mother because she has his own job, but taking those 2 to 3 minutes and making sure that the kitchen is finished fine so that I can work, so I can focus on my chopping board, on my knife, on whatever cooking, rather than focusing on the sink and the dirty utensils. So she helped me a lot.
That is really sweet, sir. So, since you have started something on your own now, what do you think of startup networks as a whole, and how would you be able to contribute towards this thing, this
See, the
initiative?
startup system, I guess it's been on like 7 8 years when the plenty of startups came. Few tasted a good success, few unfortunately shut down. But yes, having a startup is a very good thing. The most important and the most profitable thing is that with the startups, people get the job opportunities. And especially after the pandemic time, I've heard that people have started their own startup because due to plenty of reasons. And so it's good that if a person has been laid off or they have left the job, so instead of just sitting and getting demotivated, they motivated themselves, and with the time they're giving job opportunities to others. I guess that's the best part to have a startup.
That's a great thought, sir.
Thank you.
And so you must have come across like Prabhish's startup network, so wherein we are encouraging all the thought leaders to come together on a platform and share the experiences. So how do you think would Prabhisha be able to provide a platform for the startup?
So again, that's a very great platform. Because Pravisha, how can it help with that? The startups like us who are not big right now, maybe it can help us to reach more and more investors, and rather than before investors, more and more consumers who might be needing us. Whether it's a food venture, it's a technology venture, or there is some special services. So it can really help us and the consumers to make a bridge between us.
So, and tell us about a time when you had to deal with a customer who's very demanding and how you resolve the situation.
See, being in the industry, events and food, the consumers and the clients have always been very demanding. But yes, we have to be patient and we have to deal with a lot of patience and confidence when dealing in crisis. Yeah, there was an instance that I delivered food, though I can probably say that my USP has been that if I say that the food will get delivered at 8 p.m., I'll make sure that the food get delivered by 7:30, 7:45 p.m. So it's my USP. Yeah, so there was a customer at 11:15 when the packets were opened. I was just about to sleep. I got a call that you have not sent this, and I was sure that I have sent this. So I said that, okay, ma'am, just give me around 10-15 minutes. I'll just make and I'll personally come and deliver. So on the way, got it that her kid told that she has already eaten that thing. So that's why I'm not able to find it. So and that was one situation, but I guess that situation helped me because after that thing, so that person has been a regular customer. She has posted very good reviews on various food groups, promoted me, so I guess that was something negative, but at the end, good amount of positive happened after that.
So like, what are the most important skills that someone needs in the like for the current role that you're playing?
Sorry.
What are the most important skills someone in this role should have?
See, the skills is that whatever you are doing, whether a person is like me who's into the food or some product or some services, any sort of services, they need to be confident about their product first of all. If you're not confident about the product, you can't like sell or you can't justify it to someone. At then you will not be able to. If you're not confident, you will not be able to justify to yourself only about your product. So confidence is one, patience is one, and research is one. That from where all you have to get your consumers, how to market, so procurement. So I give these three things: confidence, research, and patience are the key.
Exactly. Like, what does hospitality mean to you? What importance does it hold in your life?
I guess it holds a majority of me who I am because I know if I see myself when I was in school that what was my personality and just being 3 years in the college, so how I changed. Uh, I am like I guess I owe plenty to the hospitality industry. I have to give something back to the industry. I owe them big time.
So, since you're holding 6 years of experience, so what would you like to say to others who wants to start something on their own? What piece of advice you would like to share?
See, I would like to give them advice that there will be plenty of challenges before starting it. That if you think that अगर नहीं चलेगा तो what will happen if I will not get a good response क्या होगा? See, it's better to give a start, to give a kick rather than to regret after 2 years, 10 years. Ki maybe if I would have done that, I would have tasted success. So just give a good thought. Don't start it blindly. Just give a good thought and start it. Whether you taste success or fail, you will see with the time. And the second advice I would like to give, which I personally learned after failing for the first time, that to taste failure is much more good. You can digest that, but you should know how to taste a success because there are plenty of companies, corporate food industries that after they have taste success they have gone down and now plenty of them are not in the market. So handling success is a very important part. Failure everyone can digest, but success is something that one should learn how to handle.
That's a very valuable guidance. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
sharing.
Exactly. And so this,
That's also
yeah. So I guess this brings us to the end of the interview, and we would like to thank you again for being here with
My
us.
pleasure. You're welcome. It was a great having a short discussion with us and sharing my views.
Same here, so same here. And all the best for your future.
Thank you. Thank you so much.